From the softest lotus petal extract, we bring you Giga Drowse. Replicate perfect sleep over and over again. Giga Drowse, for when you're tapped out.
Available at all fine Sinclair superstores.
Hey everybody, it's Saturday, it's December, we're getting close to the snow time, and at least over here, well, never does that in LA, but hey, you know what I mean, in general in the Northern Hemisphere. Hello and welcome, and we're playing a very non-holiday brew called Death, after my own son, progeny, whatever, Sapphire on MTGO. I took his list, tweaked it a little bit for my own play style, and I've been having a lot of fun with this list, so it's a new way to look at mono black control. Little fight, Pauper Tim and Shirasman, thank you for joining me, y'all. Nim Chimsky coming in to the finish line. All right, so we got 18 lands, 16 of them are swamps. We got 2 witches cottages, which go along with 4 Unearths to make this really feel like this 26 creatures is more like 36. Our removal package is 3 Defile, 3 Verdicts, outside of a lot of other tricks. My son loves Kaya's Ghostform. I've do too, but I don't like to see it early. And we put in enough draw and some other elements into this that 2 sometimes feels like 3, sometimes 4. We'll see. Best 1 drop in black easily. This Scorpion's nuts, especially with Ghostform on it. It can really add up some damage and keep you alive against burn. 4 Unearth, no big surprise. 4 Village Rites. My son does not like this card. He took everyone's advice, crashed and burned with it. Took it out, started winning again. I play differently, so maybe this will be like a counter deck idea for everybody out there that's wondering. We got 4 Seers. We really like these pitch outlets. The Footlight Fiend at 4 spot. I went with 2 of these, then 3, now all 4 because death happens. I mean, look at the name moniker of the deck, right? We got death. Perilous Myr is my big change up, and I think my son's coming around to liking this card over Lazotep Reaper, which is nice when you're going wide. We're not really about that. We're about dying. And when a little token dies, it's usually because you're blocking and losing, whereas you could block and shoot something like a flip delver and whatnot. So anyway, so we got 2, I already went over this. We got 2 Lampads. I'd really like this to be 3, but later on in the game is the only time you really want to see this, or early for a blocker. And like I said, with all the draw that we've got in this for a black deck, speaking of draw, we've got 4 Dusk Legion Zealots. So the curve's super low. It really stops at 2. That's why I went down to 18 lands. Feels pretty good. I mean, you can get screwed sometimes, but in our sideboard, we got 2 Duress. Now, the one thing I was finding, I only played about a dozen games with this, but every time I played Elves, I lost, and Suffocating Fumes was not enough. So I went with the old fan deluxe favorite, Crypt Rats. Pretty hard to beat. Plus, we're running such a good Unearth engine with Witch's Cottage and Unearth. We can kind of rely on it late game and never really a dead card. We got 4 Macabre, always necessary. Sometimes you hard cast them too. 2 Syphon Life and 3 Snuff Out, which is just kind of good against everything that isn't black. So with that being said, we're going to jump on over and try to show you how Death plays. And we'll go from there. Oop, bouncy screen, of course. So we've got some cool holiday promos in line today. Hold on. Let's let the machinations catch up. Here we go. Hello, program. Okay, here we go. Let me open this up. We'll kill this. We'll say, yeah, we want to play first. Get my little hot finger ready here, and we got a good hand. We'll keep. This deck really loves 18 lands. Now watch, we're going to get screwed every other match today, but so far I've had a lot, and that's what you want. 1 or 2 land hand openings. Never 4. I'm sure it'll happen, but I'm going to lead off with our Scorpion, where my favorite first turn goes. And sometimes you can just kill your own stuff to trigger out a quick bone picker and run for it. So Jose Prevista, hey, back at you. I'm now in front of the screen with my dinner, says Nim Chimsky. So till I'm done, I have no input. Okay, well, thank you, man. It's good to know. He's MIA with his mouth stuffed. Good times. If you caught the very top of the show, we have a pretty cool little Pyroblast Punch. There was a article here in town that, what was it they had? I'm just going to go wide here. They had, somebody found their grandma's vintage, like old leather-bound, handwritten recipes for the holidays, and it had, you know, all these crazy names and stuff. So using a little magic alliteration and such, if you rewind at the top of the show and take a screen grab, you've got a nice little recipe. Because Little Fight didn't make good on sending in his recipe. Maybe he'll do it this week, and we'll have that up for you as the next week's placeholder. But kind of a neat thing moving forward, especially for the holidays, just to have little MTG-related meals that are pre-tested and Pauper approved. How's that? All right, let's go. Oh, got lots of birthdays. I just had one. My son and like two of my super close friends all share a birthday on Monday the 7th. I've got another friend who has a birthday today. So yeah, it's a gift-giving bonanza here. I've been tinkering with the interactions on Copper Threads channel. Cycle Twisted Abomination Cottage to back up and hit land drops. Very cool. Sounds complex. Doesn't sound stream friendly. I'll say that. Alrighty. Well, we're probably definitely the aggro here. I'm gonna get in damage while I can. For right now, I think I'm just going to shoot that dude. Scry. Actually, we've already got one. Let me scry with himself. We'll use him because we already have one. Yep. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we'll put that back on top. And we'll bring our bone picker out. And oops, cancel. The whole reason I did that, so we have the other seer. There we go. Got him on a nice little fast clock. Named Chimsky in Sinterklaas, the Netherlands, and Belgium today. Lots of gift giving. Oh, it is Sinterklaas. Oh, now is that the, I know up in your neck of the woods, named Chimsky, and we do this every year. It's all about Krampus. I thought that around the 5th of December is when Krampus scares kids into being good. But tell us non-Norwegians about Sinterklaas. It's just fun to say, isn't it? Hey, Paladin 19 in the house. Sinterklaas is the guy who Santa Claus is based on. I could deduce Pauper cookbooks, meals under $2. Yeah, if you're drinking rum under $2, you're probably not going to wake up. All right. Well, the only thing we can't really grab with our bone picker, with our Unearth, is a, whatchamacallit, seer. So let's see. I don't know if I should do that or that. He's probably got a pest. I'm just going to lean on him pretty hard here. Actually, cancel that. Nah, that's not worth it. Let's just sit back. Believe it or not, we're up against a death color. I want to save that for something good like the other Scorpion. Careful with that, Nimchimsky. Especially in these times. Okay. What is our opponent doing? We've been cast down. Alright, here comes an inspector. It's in the instant. Austria, it's Krampus. It is Krampus. Oh, it's an Austrian thing. I swore I read that was up in Sweden/Norway neck of the woods. Stranger than fiction. Alrighty. Well, so far looks like Defile Verdict is the play to get in another 3, and hopefully we can keep him off the life plan here. Well, or we can just do this now and nab that and get the creature we wanted with Verdict sooner, and then have Defile math later. Did that make any sense? It is a hot debated issue over here in the Netherlands. I wish that's what we were debating about here in the States. That would be awesome. We have our own imaginations here. All right, here we go. Let's bring this down. I don't know if this is worth it or not, but we've got really nice little tempo lead here, so I'm going to go for it. We'll zap that dude for 3. I don't think it's worth bringing back a seer at this point. Let's attack. I could just seer and then bring back the Scorpion. I think I'll do that. Let's lean on the aggro here. They probably got a pestilence right behind this. I just want it to be so damaging that it's not really worth doing. So let's have this go through. We'll sacrifice a creature. It'll be this one. We'll gain life. They won't. And we'll go to 6, which will soon be... No, you don't want that. Bottom. We will play this. Back to the Scorpion. Alright, so they're dead next turn if they don't interact. Back and forth from the grill cooking breakfast. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, and for my birthday, I've always been fond of this oatmeal ice cream cookie treat called It's It here in the States. And I thought it was this really hard to find thing you can only find back in my home area up in Northern California. And after all this looking for expensive shipping costs and frozen stuff, right, the like market right down the way had them. We just never looked because I'm not much of a sweet tooth, but I've got something for that. So I was surprised though. I've had like 2 or 3 of them in 3 days and my weight hasn't fluctuated at all. So that's cool. I know my weight would fluctuate a lot if I lived with Little Fight because he's a hell of a cook. But he cooks healthy too, so maybe not. All right. There we're at 8. I don't like this life stuff. My math isn't working now, darn it. We just swing and go for it, eh? Let's do this. And I guess we'll just get the blockers out of the way. It blocks the Fiend. I hate to use it on an Inspector, but hopefully they're just on a bunch of Edict effects, which aren't really going to do much against me. Okay, that's interesting. I'll do that. After the damage hits, let's see. Let's get rid of that dude. I'll sacrifice this. I'll kill the Inspector. Come on, show us something good. Oh, I like that. Top. Really like that. Barbecue for breakfast, eh? And remember when I went out to visit Little Fight a few years back, and like cooking in the woods. It's pretty cool. A neat little fire pit, 20 feet out the backside of his old house anyway. I don't know what your abode looks like anymore, my friend, but the only complaint I had a really good birthday, but my only complaint was, okay, we'll get rid of this and make him lose 2 life, was that it was sunny and bright the whole day and cold, like the worst 2 combinations. Better write this down, Pestilence. I have not faced this, so. Pestilence. All right, if we draw into an Unearth, this will be a pretty good situation. We got him to 4. That'll make it 2. If he doesn't do any Radiant Fountain tricks, I think we'll be in good here. Do this right away. Hey-ya. Come on, give us something good. Yeah, I've seen better. That's a tech. And I think I'm just going to go all in. I'm going to win through volume here. Even if he has like an Evankar's Justice here, he dies to the Scorpion's ability. If that other Scorpion was out, I might be able to do something here, but oh well. 2 damage is responsible for that, so don't worry about it. Pecan, blueberry, cranberry pancakes. Oh man, dang it. That Radiant Fountain's really keeping them in this. They'd be dead by now. That's 6 life with the Orsal Basilica. Uh-oh. Are we turning the script here? What's going on? And we'll just bum rush them if hopefully no other creatures come down. These seers are really growing on me. They really keep you away from that 4th and 5th land drop when you don't need it. I don't mind seeing that at all. It's a very mid-slow game card. It's pretty fast for a black deck. It usually wins around 5 or 6 with good draws. And it's a lot of loss of life. The other day I had somebody throw out the new Benevolent Blessing on a creature calling black, and then I drew like 4 Perilous Myrs in a row. It was like, haha, good times. Speaking of the land we don't want to see, there's one. Attack. So whatever he blocks, we just trip and then scry and look into the future, and hopefully it's not a land. If it is, we're just going to throw it back. It's a fun little deck. Want a new take on black. You don't want to play that god-awful Chittering Rats. It's a good call. Oh, we'll do this now, obviously. We'll sacrifice this. Come on, show something good. Village Rites is very good. Top. I like that a lot. I can hear my son rolling his eyes in the other room. Like, what do you got against it? He's all about just mega utility, and it's like, I get it, but man, at some point you gotta You got to get off script a little bit. Get a little flexible, especially an instant speed draw 2. That's pretty awesome. He doesn't know. Ah, dang, man. Radiant Fountain, Radiant Fountain, Radiant Fountain. Skyfisher, Basilica. That's like 8 life off of that thing. Oh, that was in my other notes too. Elves and a lot of life gain this deck has problems with, and we're seeing that now. I mean, we got them on the ropes, but they just keep hanging in there with that damn fountain play. Frustrating. But already shown it's really competitive. Pretty flexible sideboard plan too. One of the viewers out there, I think from Italy, sent in a Rakdos deck that was kind of similar to my son's version of Death, and that was kind of the big takeaway. I was like, so we're playing red just to kind of play red? It was a little strange. I'm pretty sure we're walking into a cast down here. Let's see what this is. Okay, well, yeah, we'll just do this in response. Draw 2 cards. Cool. Well, let's do this now, so you can't block. That worked out pretty cool. Probably bring back the Scorpion. Oh, they're just going to be dead here. All right, cool. When they gained like 10 life, that was frustrating. Okay, so we got the win. If you can see it, it'd be kind of blind not to, but maybe you haven't had your coffee for the morning. But we'll just show the interaction here with the Cottage. Bring back a Scorpion. Say okay, and then we'll sacrifice this. And unless they've got like Healing Salve or some crazy trick, I don't know what the deal is going to be here. We'll sack Scry for this, sack this, and win with 25 life. Pretty cool. All right. So there's a win against, I think, Pestilence. Might not keep going that way. We'll see. Alrighty. Well, we're kind of pre-boarded against a lot of decks. I don't think Syphon Life's going to do much. And it's funny, I get like this sunburst or sunburn effect like whenever I go to the screen because of all this white area. My webcam's right there, so it just acts as a backlight. Snuff Out. I don't know. This 3-3 combo feels pretty good to me. Able to take down Skyfishers and whatnot, instant speed. We might want to find room for 1 Snuff Out. I just don't know what I would lose. Probably a Footlight Fiend for 1 Snuff Out. So we'd do something. I'm not too worried about Chainer's Edict, and outside of that, I don't see much graveyard interaction going on, and Crypt Rats is kind of their game plan, and I'm not looking to wipe my board out when we know they're already playing with Edicts and stuff. But with 25 creatures, Unearth, and Kaya's Ghostform, we're feeling pretty good. And, you know, there's a lot of things, too, about this deck that's just like, go ahead and kill it. Watch what happens, as we saw there. So, yeah. Alrighty. Okay, we have a 1-lander. We have a 1 creature-er. We've got to play there. I'll keep this. A little reckless, but I'm confident we'll draw a land in the next turn or two. If we don't, we can sack the Seer to itself. Look for 1. If not, drop the Bone Picker the turn after for 1. Not bad deal for 1 mana. Let's, just in case they got early removal, we'll lead with this. Removal-based decks always usually keep hands with 2 or sometimes 3 removal options open. It's nice to put something out there that they don't want to kill, especially if it's of the Edict Persuasion, then they're kind of stuck. That was a curious play. Leaving out the flexible land and keeping back the other one. All right, well, that's interesting. Well, let's see. If I attack and shoot that, it dies. I'm just going to do this now to try to guarantee my land drop. We'll just hit him in the face. Hopefully we draw 2 swamps. That would be fun. Show me a swamp. Well, there's one. Now I'm kind of curious. I'm pretty sure he's got some effects there. I think I want to wait on Bone Picker. Let's live dangerously. Let's see if he's got... Maybe he cited out a lot of Edict effects when he saw how wide this deck goes. It's tough to say no to Black's Delver. Delver of Pestilence. That's kind of what it is. Just a 3/2 for 1 mana, right? It's Black Delver. He's got it. All right. There goes our best creature. My advice for fighting against Bone Picker style decks is just run right into them, get it over with. It dies, doesn't say indestructible on it. Like most combat, both creatures die. The death touch is nice, but unless they've got a longbow behind it or some other technology, or usually the fear is not very well based. Plus we got a Witch's Cottage, so we can bring it back in another swamp or two. Speaking of which, there we go. Alrighty, let's bring this out. Draw some cards. We're at 19, feeling pretty good. We haven't seen the life-gaining land yet, have we? I don't think so. I'll bring out another Who Cares creature. Yeah, sure. Let's go. So we'll bring back that Cottage. Yeah. Any 2/2 you just block with that Footlight Fiend and you can shoot it. Keep the board nice and clear, especially with Verdicts. I'm going to lean a little on that angle. I'll play a little defensively and try to make him invest as opposed to try to remove our creatures. So keep the chat going, guys. Got to make sure, obviously, Nimchimsky and Little Fight are busy eating and cooking their stuff, but for you other ones out there, hey, chat. Thank you, Nim. Of all the people, you said you're away from the computer and just enjoying, but thank you for that. Here, once in a while, I'll hear the fans of my CPU kind of warm up and I'm like, hey, it's been like 2 minutes since anybody said anything. I'm like, what's going on here? Well, we could do a Witch's Cottage and then cycle the Unearth and do all kinds of other neat stuff, but I'm going to play pretty simply here and just say Bone Picker. Yes, we want to do that. And we could cycle. That'd be pretty sweet. Let's, yeah, if we cycle there, I'm going to do it. You got a nice little thing going on here. I'll drop here. We'll attack. This will turn on our Verdicts next turn. Probably use up his mana for his turn. Yeah, this kind of blows because it's going to get rid of 2 of our dudes, but what you going to do? Actually, no, it won't. I'll just sacrifice this. Boop. Yeah, we like that. Top. Cool. They take 1. Okay. And here comes Bone Picker. Whoop. Yield. Footlight Fiend has nice art, says Joseph Provista. Yes. I know, if you look real closely, little dude's like has a candle dripping on his head to kind of fit in under the Rakdos tent. This footlight's broken. Give me a stagehand. Be cool to... Oh man, just I don't know, just be like some millionaire and just make like that commercial we did for the Rakdos Carnarium, and just bring it to town totally illegally. Just set up a tent and just have all these daredevils in for one night of just crazy debauchery Rakdos style. That'd be pretty awesome. Damn life gainers, 21 life. I've casted like 4 creatures. What's going on here? I'm not fast enough. That's what's going on. Ugh, don't like that. I've got the answer here though. Gonna be a bloodbath next turn. I'll shoot that missionary with the Footlight Fiend. Actually, could just attack. I doubt he's gonna want to block because that'll save us a step. All right, here we go. Cool. We're gonna attack first. I'm gonna bring this out first. Doop. Doesn't draw 2, but at least replaces itself. We will attack like this. 25 life. Man, this is madness. Tough decisions for our opponents here. Yeah. We'll do this. Boom. This will shoot that. Stop any sort of shenanigans with you know what. I'm going to drop here. I'm going to save those Verdicts. Oops, hold on. Hold on a minute. I think we'll shoot that other Fiend. Don't want to see any more lands. So before this goes off, I'm going to say this to this to this to this to make sure we don't draw a land here. If we do, if we're stuck drawing one, like we put one on the top or bottom and then we draw another one, it's cool. We got the verdict option, but of course I can't remember if we dropped a land yet or not. Yes, this is right when we want to see this. Top. Okay. And now we'll draw it. Zoinks! JSeg 1980. Hey there, how's everybody? Welcome aboard. Pestilence comes our way. Yeah, 22 life. This is a no-brainer board wipe here, but we at least get to draw some cards. And we've got Guardian food in the form of verdict, so the Pestilence should be only good in theory for one swing. Who knows? Maybe it's something nastier. There we go. Boink. He's got the 2, folks. We will rebuild. Hopefully we see 3 lands in a row and we can put them all on the bottom and prevent ourselves from a game that we would have lost. Oh, that's a very strange play. Well, they're going to think twice. They've got to have a Guardian behind this, right? Let's see. Do they got... Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they can trip for 2, drop a Guardian next turn, and that's their play. That's fine. Okay, well, we've got the Cottage we really want to see here. I'm going to keep this back. I guess we just attack here. Keep our hand ready for the rebuild. Obviously get back Bone Picker. Seems to be a little hard to deal with. Alright, so we're just going to play hardball. We'll sacrifice this first, see what we see. We don't mind seeing a Witch's Cottage, but man, any swamps from now on, we're just like, no. That's pretty cool. But I got to scry again anyway. We've got 2 bits of removal in my hand. I'm going to say bottom. Now I'm going to scry this. See, it's never really dead. There's a lot of extra little value hidden in this deck. Of course there is. My son built it. We'll say top. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm going to have double Bone Picker if this keeps up. Lampad can just kill itself. Hello, and Alexandre Weber MTG. Good to have you aboard. Okay, right. Man, it feels like we got him at like 4 life, but we'll look up and just get crestfallen with the labeling of the numerical value there. All right. Anybody get those? I don't even know if they're quite available yet. I think they showed up the Bob Ross lands. My son's all about those. If anybody gets them and you don't want them and you want to donate to the little guy, not so little anymore. I think he's about 3 inches from catching me up height-wise, but you wouldn't know it the way he was sitting in the chair. He was just like... Anybody saw that episode? We got today. And Wiki Bear will make a nice return. All right, well, we don't really have an option here. Kind of a silly card to keep in against this, but what do you think of Brute Squad with Fall from Favor? Everybody keeps asking me that. I haven't really seen too much. I mean, with the whatchamacallit, there's the ability for the Flare Husk and stuff, and you know it can be devastating and stuff, but most builds of any tournament level deck out there have options of it's only games 2 and 3 and they have only 1 or 2 in the sideboard, so I haven't really felt it much. Okay, let's put Bone Picker back because it's like easily our best dude. Say yes on that. Yep. We'll bring out a little target practice. Yeah, that was a bit of a strange play, wasn't it? Maybe they're looking for Threshold for some new technology. They do have Bonder's Ornament. Who knows? I could trip. Yeah, I always got the option of tripping the Lampad to itself, but Lampads are cool. I looked them up. It's actually like kind of a, I think it's a Gaelic sort of fairy creature. I'm sure I'll be corrected, but like the Rusalkas and all the just really cool lore. You think MTG people are making it up, but I think they just got a big old book of stuff. Alrighty, well, I'll at least do this. Sacrifice a creature. Yep. I'll gain. Eat some life. Come on down, Guardian. It's about time. Oh, wow. Do we just hard cast this thing? I think at 2, 4, 6, 7. Nope, we don't do that. We play Possum a little bit. I haven't seen any, what's that? Castigate? Duresses? Maybe we're about to. I don't want to walk right into an edict here. You remember when Sapphire, my boy, showcased his version of this deck, which is his deck. He just had some incredibly bad beats, went down to the wire and top deck. So it sucks as a dad. You're like, oh, you want a first debut to go out there and just stomp, but he's got this Golgari deck he keeps tweaking, and I keep throwing Brute Squad and all the Pauper regulars that I like to play in paper to him, and keeps tweaking it, getting his binder out, and some bad beats. It's getting pretty hard to beat now because he started using Moment's Peace, and so it feels like I'm playing against Tron with my son. Okay, here we are. Boy, when is this guy going to do something other than that? 2, 4, 6. I don't really want to live in fear of that forever, but both our cottages are out. I got to kind of lean on these for later, so I'll just keep yielding. I really want to get a Guardian of the Guild pack with these verdicts. I'm tied at 17 life. Feels like this game's gone on for 2 hours to me. I know with Pauper Classic Tuesdays, you've got to just kind of make it up as you go with the deck list if you're using any of the newer cards. All right, this is when I wish I had like a Ginger Brood or something with haste, like that little Life Hound black creature with haste, or even like a Crypt Ripper, and bring that up in the chat. A lot of people don't know about that card. It'd be pretty devastating right about now. There was a time, I think back in around 2008, Crypt Ripper was in quite a few builds. It's a shade for 4, but it's got the shade ability, and it's pretty sweet. I would like to save that for that, but let's do something with our math here. Bring this down. Let me some Crypt Ripper, says Shirazamon. Oh yeah, you were fast on the draw there. Okay, we like this. I feel like taking a chance on that. I don't know if he's going to waste an edict on that. I'm gonna roll the dice here. We're just gonna keep a solitary dude out. If he wants to use 7 on it, that's fine. The other option being you could sacrifice it to itself and drop double Bone Picker, knowing one of them's at least going to die to an edict, but if he's got any sort of wrath effect, it's a pretty reckless play. Okay, so we're going to do this to ourselves. Hopefully it's a land we avoid. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm going to say bottom. We need creatures. Guy seems pretty creature light. I don't know where the Skyfishers vanished to and such. I'll feel like a fool if he drops one now. Might be time to scoop up here pretty quick if he starts putting Sky Threats out. And we've got, triple edicts in the yard. My son plays Bogs, and now I'm starting to feel like I might want to too. But why couldn't the Seer have seen that? This is really a dead draw here. 4 to 5. I'm just going to keep back here. We can't just walk into edicts here. We've got to have some sort of a give and go. I haven't seen Perilous Myr yet. It's got only run 4 of them. You'd think we'd see them by now. But we're probably going to lose this game. The Monarch advantage is getting a little overwhelming. One of my other notes, too, is maybe having 1 Thorn of the Black Rose. We have pretty much everything out of our yard. We don't really care about much of it, so that bog's not very painful there. Going to make some for Christmas dinner. Ooh. Crypt Ripper. That'd be a funny alcohol. Crypt ripped. Get ripped. You want to get buzzed really fast. Try the hastiest drink out there. You'll see shades everywhere. All right. Got the edge in tempo there. That's for sure. I think I'm going to main deck he can't double edict, but I'm pretty sure he's got a way to bring either Crypt Rats back or Avankar's Justice. There's so many tricks and he's just having to discard. If he discards removal, it's going to be so intimidating. Okay, at least it was a swamp. Check that out. All right, we're just going to go all in because it's an entertainment show. And that's what we're going to do. We will verdict. Didn't think you'd see 3 bone pickers in one turn, did you? Bone picker. Bone picker. What? He's just going to be like Echoing Decay. And then we'll just scoop to game 3. But this will make it exciting. Might be pretty hard to deal with triple bone picker. That might be the most patient I've ever been, but I'm sure it's not going to be rewarded because they've been drawing lots of cards, not many creatures, so pretty sure one of these will die EOT. And he's almost got enough to double Flashback Chainer's Edict here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 mana out. There's one. We know he's got the others, even if he draws a land here. Best hope is one of these survive. We draw, get Monarch, and then we slowly start to rebuild. At least we're up on time, according to your host, Mr. Chatterbox here. That's a good sign. Unless he's got something behind it, because he's already seen our verdict, so. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Uh-oh, there's the land we hate so much. Okay. Cinder Klaus, was that it? Am I saying it right? It went away. I know it was way at the beginning of the show. Pretty much Saint Nick, right, Nem Chimsky? Okay. Is Nils getting a bunch of MTG-related treats? All right, well, hey, check this out. We might be able to do something here. Butter Ghost 82. Mono black with your favorite card, Chittering Rat. You won't see me playing that card ever. All the bone pickers. That's right. Picking up the bones. Hopefully we can hit. If we hit, this is going to feel pretty good. Maybe he just has edicts. Ugh, this isn't feeling good. What's this? Oh, no. It's another one. I'm just going to hard cast this dude. Prismatic, keeping a minute. Oh, man. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 land. Ooh-wee. It's one away from just double flashing back an edict. That's pretty intimidating. Nils got expansion for the board game Arcadia Quest. We both like to play that one with each other. Ooh. I shouldn't have said that out loud in case he rewatches the feed, right? I'm going to spoil his day. Okay. I think that's like all the years I've been doing this and stuff. That always makes my day when I find out that there's someone of the younger persuasion, like maybe under like 14, 15 years old that likes Pauperganda. Just, I don't know. It's another level of like, I don't know what the feeling is. It just feels generational at that point. It's cool. I feel hip. He already's gotten it. Oh, Saturday normally goes to his mother. That's right. Forgive me. I can't keep all my Pauperganda nights straight. A common refrain, I tell ya. You ought to send us a picture of him, if you don't mind, his visage being used at the top of the show with his Christmas MTG loot around him, and we'll put that little "Today's show will begin shortly" on him or something. He's been part of the Pauperganda family for long enough now. Least we could do. And if you're just joining us, rewind to the very top of the show on YouTube and screen grab that very first frame. I think it's only up for like 10 seconds or so, but it's a really cool recipe. We'll see. We might be able to time this guy out. Glad I didn't scoop yet. They're taking a long time. Feels like it's a little too trick heavy. I'm not... About time Skyfisher show up. Jeez. We're 10 cards down. Soon to be 11. Oh, we're 3 minutes up. I didn't do this earlier. Nothing I can do here. We lost this one, but as slow as they're playing, we're going to keep it up. Wife and I are getting into Formula One pretty aggressively. My brother's always been into it. And so I've always kind of been in the background of it, but we've seen some documentaries on it and such, and just some crazy stuff. If you saw the fireball that recently was escaped from, my goodness. Can't believe anyone could survive that, but they did. Oh boy, we're drawing lands at all the worst time, guys. In the promise of keeping the game going long and to not walk into more edicts and to hopefully trade with Skyfishers, I doubt he's going to give me Monarch. I'm going to go like this. Because if I can kill those Skyfishers, we have more life to live, and we'll keep it up. We haven't seen any Chittering Rats. I doubt that they're playing this. It's kind of an unorthodox strategy, even in Orzhov, so I'm going to keep that Swamp in hand in the hopes that we get castigated and they look at all of nothing. Falling right into my plan. Unless he's got, as we know he does, Prismatic Strands. Sometimes you've got to do these moves to make them scratch their head. Take 30 seconds. Try to deduce what you might have. Realize there's nothing there. And there goes another minute. Booyah! So we've got about 3 turns here. They've got so many little activations between their ornaments and their clues. If this wasn't a timed game, they would clearly be in scoop territory right here. But 5 minutes to go, and they've got to win again. I'm just going to write the L already. I don't think we're getting out of this. Definitely not now. All right, let's just heal through this and chill out. Bum, bum, bum. Or if nothing else, keep the swamp and just stop your opponent from knowing you got nothing. That's right. One of the good things about Chittering Rats is your opponent can't pull that play off if you know they're on 4 of them, because tempo loss isn't worth it. But outside of that, I'll give it a little bit of props. No, it was my birthday, and then my oldest birthday is Monday. He was actually due about the same time as my birthday, so. Well, that's kind of cool. Let's bide some time here. Yeah, thank you. What did I get? Oh, check this out. That's right. I got, let me do this real quick. I'll do it during, I'll kill that. Let's yield. My son got me a little black visor, like a tennis visor, with a fake toupee and a man bun attached. So check this out. I forgot to show you guys. How's this look? It's pretty funny, as long as my scalp doesn't show through. But it actually fits really good. Screen grab that, right? All right. Here we go. So yeah, joke's on him. Next time we go out in public, I'll wear it and embarrass him with a shirt that says Alex's dad and with an arrow, and I'll always stand to the left of him. Cooper the Red, I have never seen that emoji. I am so ignorant of emojis. Boy, this guy's just trying to waste time. Omen of the Dead. Man, that's a good card. Especially in Orzhov with Skyfishers. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I gotta give me that old Snuff Out art. I usually go with the older art, but that's pretty cool looking too. Not my style, but I really like it. Three minutes to 10. We're feeling all right. Here we go. Probably dead next turn. Oh, how cool is this? Yeah, go ahead and kill it. Let's see what happens. Might as well yield. It's nice to see you halfway through our deck. Jeez, I think we're only playing one of them. What's going on here? Let's go. Deleted. Man, you're pretty good at those. I've never seen that before. We'll do this. I might as well blow this up. Try blocking that damage. Prismatic. If we can gain life, that'd be so cool. Doubt we can, though. Our goal here is just to get him to 3 minutes before it's sideboard time. But, oh, all right. Let's see if he lets it be our turn again. Get to that 3-minute threshold. Timing the opponent out for the win. Oh, always. It's the nefarious side of me. I've always taken a surprising amount of glee in being able to time people out. It's like a little, it's like you're on to the game plan. If you know your deck well, earlier than most. Fun to do. Not quite. Oh, all right. Well, he understands the inevitable. That's cool. So we're up a game. Let's go right into the second one. Hopefully we don't have to wait too long for our opponent as we go and look at the beautiful deck list here. Went on time on that one. Oh, you can actually make emojis? I didn't even know that. I'm so ignorant about that stuff. I never watch Twitch. I just, like, once in a while, like, the World Championships will be on, or like, I like to watch some of the art shows, like, where they just are drawing a card, but I don't really even do that very often. Don't know what we're up against. This isn't the best hand. We're a little bit flooded, and we've got two kind of late game cards, but we can draw. Yeah, I'll keep it. Stuff's going to die. We got double cottages. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. Put up a link. That'd be sweet to have some Pauper-related emojis. Especially like from my co-hosts here. We could get little Pauperganda symbols and stuff. Yeah, I guess if you got a link of like what the parameters are and what you need, that'd be pretty sweet. Looks like we're up against Stompy. This game will not be quick. I mean, will not be slow. I like the Fool one. That should be my, see what needs to be partnered so you may have so many slots per subscribers. Yeah. If you can, Cooper the Red, send me or any of my hosts a link, pauperganda@gmail.com, because I would be more than happy to do that and send them to Shiraz and Little Fight so that they've got them at the ready. If, you know, we could have like one for a punt and things like that. It'd be pretty funny. Okay, let's bring this out. We have got we're just Flood City. You'd think we're playing 21 lands with the way this is feeling right now, but all right, here we go. Hey, Lampad, we don't mind seeing that, especially against aggro decks. Has Ghostform showing up. This will be nice. I need a partner. It's been a while. You need to get affiliate and partnered, huh? Not quite sure I get the gist of that. Alrighty. Boy, if we only draw a few more swamps, right? That'll be fun. My goodness. I'm going to put the Ghostform on the Zealot here. If he dies, he dies. Name the movie. You got 10 seconds. I think I got there you go, Shiraz. Yeah, I think I got into that program way long ago. I remember setting up like everything in one long weekend and stuff. But one of the only things I haven't crossed off though is stream every day, and I don't know which day it is. They don't tell you. It's like I've done 6 of 7 days between like Tinkering Tuesdays and our old time slots and Fridays and Sunday shows and then some of the double shows we do once in a great while. That was for Torvis. My favorite word. Looks around 10 seconds. To do what? Only just arrived. Oh. Oh, I see. Yeah, I just named if he dies, he dies. And I was like, name the movie. 10 seconds. That's what it was. Good to have you, my friend. Ooh, old school with the groundswell technology. Come on. Can we get a little bit of our removal on board here? Our opponent's really screwed, and we're really going to be dead if this keeps up. Here we are. Ready? Well, let's drop this dude here. Then we will attack. Then we will kill. Don't know if it's worth gaining the life or just drawing the card. I think we need to draw the card because see if we can find some of our defiles. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Let's do this to this. It's on the stack. Oh, did that wrong. I meant to scry first. Live and learn. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, well, that works too. Let's say bottom on that. I've already got one out. Bottom. Okay, so we've got this dude here. We'll do this. We'll put Gaia's Ghostform on it. We'll shoot. We'll kill. He'll come back. And just like that, we don't need any more lands, please. Bottom. There we go. Yield. Double Ghostform in the house. Anything that dies, we've got the Cottage to bring it back. And that's if we keep remaining to get flooded here. Some custom sound effects by D. Oh, yeah, I know. My family knows how to speak in sound effects, that's for sure. Don't really... You hear a bunch of editors talk, they're just like, yeah, and then we're going to... And they just kind of nod, and it's like, you don't realize you're even doing it, really. It's crazy. Well, we have the Cottage play. We have this. We have that. This is when I wish I was a better player. All right. Let me do this to this. Well, I could do that on upkeep instead. Yeah, I could do that. Let's just attack. Cancel. Huzzah! Yeah, we'll attack. I played versus Orzo Pestilence deck the other day. Killed the Guardian of the Guild Pact with 3 deserts. That always feels awesome, doesn't it? That's sweet. Boom. Here we go. Alrighty. So we've got the Cottage play. We could zap that, do that. Quite a few things we could do here. Let's, have I played on it? No, I have not. That's the whole point. I'm a fool. Alright. Let me gain some life here. We'll sacrifice this. Killing that. It'll come back. Maybe he'll be baited to lose the Rancor next turn. That's the plan anyway. I'll do this. We'll get this back. Pull that dude up. Yep. And stay from there. Yeah, you're getting those muscle memory habits. I've done that too. Something like a Guardian, and you see the threat right there, and you walk right into it. It's frustrating. Alright, so hopefully they use some sort of trick here. If not, I'm just going to keep the Lampad back next turn and block. I'm not going to get too greedy here. That's fine. We can take 2. What is this new devilry? We can't block that pretty much ever. We'll do this now. Feel a bit foolish, but what you going to do? I think I'm just going to swing here. A tight race. That groundswell really bugs me because the opponent might really have some options there. Bring out this dude. I'll attack with everything. Oh, Desert's very underrated. In fact, I was about to play 8 Rat today, which is now like 12 Rat, maybe 16 Rat, and it's got Deserts now too. I just have to... It's one of those mood decks. I've got to be in like a mood for it. Alright. So we've got him there. I've got life there. I want to scry right now, but I also want to gain some life. This one... Wish my boy was playing. Say we wait. Do everything in instant speed. Ooh, Nimchimsky. Bob Ross with the purple magic. Okay, he's kind of going all in with that plan. This is interesting. I don't mind smashing through this. Eclectic crew. Do we have the win here? That was a strange play. No land, no land. Good. Cool. We'll do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I drop the land, that's game, I think, with the Lampad ability. Attack! Especially with the Perilous Myr behind it. Really? Okay. Well, he's just dead now. Lampad. Sacrifice. Hit. Good times. Gain life. Lampad. Sack. Lose life. Stumpy. Down. Alright. Off to game 2. Where Crypt Rats will make an appearance. Yes, all 4. Like. Maybe not. Ghostform. I'll lose 1 on Earth. I want to keep Village Rites. I want to keep these. Ugh, this is frustrating. The verdicts are nice. They do kind of go tall, especially with a groundswell build, but we did see Young Wolves, didn't we? What, man, you chose Viscera over the traditional carrion feeder. Did you find space for Morticial Beetle in there? Nah, we ain't playing no regular list. This is my boys list, and I think it's superior in a lot of ways. There's just so much ways to kill stuff. I don't think it's good to lean on a creature or try to build it tall, especially in a black shell, unless you want to get kind of wonky and play Apostle's Blessing, and then, I don't know. It's just nice to just be like, bleh. It's called death for a reason. You just throw stuff around, dies. Opponents feel kind of silly killing your stuff, and rinse, repeat. Snuff Out's pretty good. Problem here is everything's pretty good. Oh, we'll lose a Zealot. We'll lose a Lampad. We'll lose a Seer. Guess we'll lose an Unearth. I hate doing that. And 1 Ghostform. I want to make room for some tricks with Snuff Out. Just for those quick little plays. Half the time you're taking 4 anyway. So I'm going to go like this. I like Bone Picker. That's going to be kind of our finisher if Rats doesn't show up. I think we'll be all right here. Leaning less on tricks. Yeah, playing _ Sapphire on MTGO, my boy. A lot headier Magic player than me. Likes to play weird combos and stuff, but this is a pretty nice fast one here. Oh. Alrighty. I'll keep this. As we will lead into a Viscera Seer. Yeah, that bug with curses was pretty stupid when I got it fixed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the ability to do this at instant speed, even to itself, and just the way the deck's built. Carrion Feeder's nice and all. Can't block with it, and like I said, there's just so much removal out there. It's the same games that you win if you had one out are the ones that you would lose otherwise, if that makes any sense. Opponent's at 4. I think I'm just going to defile this, right? Do we just do this now? I think we do. See, you could wait. He might drop a forest and then have vines, and then you still take 3. I'm just going to go after the tempo play here. Yeah, Alchemist Gift's nice. There's so many toys to play with that aren't called chittering rats. That's why I just kind of roll my eyes when people just have that monochrome view of monoblock control. It's like, that's what this is. Don't get me wrong. A Gary activation can happen a lot of ways, speaking of Crypt Ripper. Or Faerie Macabre main and stuff like that. I promise this won't turn into the Bash Crypt Rat show. I'll try. What I want to see here, I was hoping for a Silhana there, and then I could slow roll with the guest verdict and try to grab the aforementioned, what do you call, what am I looking at here? Ooh-wee. So this is when it's really fun, right? We're going to lead off with the Perilous Myr, block the Young Wolf, kill the Burning Tree. Good times. We just don't care if our stuff dies. We don't worry about Savage Swipe. If he does it, he loses a creature. Benevolent Blessing is nice with rats. At least you're willing to pay some white. Yeah. Yeah, that card's just so flat down superior to Chow Mano. Your stuff doesn't fall off. I'm surprised more heroic decks aren't being used. I've been tweaking a build. Maybe I play that next week's show. I'm not quite sure. Playing a black deck at Christmas time isn't very holiday-ish, but that's what I felt like, so there. Alrighty. Maybe they see it, maybe they don't. I think that's one of the most underplayed creatures in all of Magic is the Perilous Myr. I mean, what more do you want? It's just a walking bomb. And it's even got a good quote. To Maraudin, an explosive. To Pyrexia, a missionary. That'd be kind of creepy just hearing that thing come out of the crypt. Just tick, 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 tick. Just a little wind up on its back. I think it should have the Mr. T quote from Rocky 3. My prediction? Ellipses. Pain. Be sweet. Well, we're really kind of stultifying our opponent's play here. Good news is we're going to be able to Village Rites and do stuff at instant speed and have all kinds of fun. Woo! This is getting fun. All right. Hey, boy, what do we do here, eh? Everything can happen at instant speed. Do I do that? Do I do that? I think we bring this dude out. And we can Village Rites. Do this. Let's set up the long game here. The board will be clear soon enough. Opponent's hellbent. Yeah. I'm about to turn away here. Village Rites, EOT, no matter what. See what goes on here. Even here, you know, you Wrath. What do you get? You lose 4 life. I gain 2, and I get to look at 3 cards. It's a pretty nice design. One of the good things about raising kids rough, and I don't mean we're mean to them or anything, but we are when it comes to games. It's like even as little kids, we don't let any of our kids win at anything. They've got to earn it. So they're pretty damn good players at everything. We were playing dominoes the other night, and whoo, we have met our match. That is for sure. Both of them are just amazing at seeing sequences with numbers. Alrighty, let's do some stuff. Could wait, don't want to. We'll do this to this. We'll blow this up. That's a big fatty. We'll draw some cards because of it. Hey, that's pretty cool. We got double perks here. Can see things coming through. You know, we could save one if we do it that way. That'd be pretty sweet. We've got another Seer in hand. I think that's the play. Even though I did not know the wording for it, I just saw you had new emoticons. Oh, yeah. Alrighty. In we go. Once this is on the stack, we get a nice little 2-for-1 here. Unintended death. Bam! I think we'll just hold back on that Seer and just wait for Verdict to get maximum. Opponent's only got 1 card in hand. Alright, so we're 2-0 with Death. Feeling pretty good. A timeout victory against Pestilence and beat Stompy. With actually a pretty biased list towards this kind of list. Young Wolf comes and goes out of the Stompy metagame, but something we don't want to see a build with, but still was able to get there. Anyway, guys, we're going to go off to Wiki Bear Land, roll a few commercials. I'll be back. I got to get some more coffee. You know the drill. Watch some tunes and such. We'll be back right after this.
I can answer any question you have. I'm Wiki Bear.
Great. Okay, here's a question, Wiki Bear. What's the longest street in America?
Checking now. Got it. That title belongs to Colfax Avenue in Colorado. Over 26 miles long. Yay.
No, that's great. That was really cool that he came up with that.
Yeah. And speaking of long streets, Civil War General James Longstreet was partially responsible for over 10,000 Confederate casualties during the Battle of Antietam, the bloodiest single-day battle in American history. What a bloodbath. I'm Wiki Bear.
Yeah, there were a lot of terrible fatalities in the Civil War.
Imagine ditches filled with dead horses.
Okay. Let's try another question. What's the fastest animal on land?
The fastest land animal is the cheetah. It can reach speeds up to 75 miles per hour.
See? That was great information really fast.
But it's still not fast enough to outrun Jack the Ripper. The notorious 19th century British serial killer who murdered at least 5 prostitutes. Lickety-split.
He was a terrible killer, Jack the Ripper, yeah.
And he was never caught or punished. What a clever fellow, yay!
I don't know if yay is the right sentiment.
Yay!
No! Jack the Ripper got away, that's terrible.
Well, some think he was a member of the royal family and some strings were pulled.
You know,
Sound like a beetle there.
Yeah, you're sort of starting to ad-lib there, Wiki Bear.
It's been part of my programming.
Yeah. I'm curious. I'm going to keep trying here. You'd think I'd give up at this point.
You
but
sure?
Yeah. How long did it take the first American astronauts to reach the moon, Wiki Bear?
It took just 4 days for Apollo 11 to reach the moon.
Is exactly right. I knew that one.
That's much less time than it took the Donner Party to travel from Missouri to California. But unlike the Donner Party, those astronauts didn't resort to cannibalism. I'm Wiki Bear.
Hey everybody, thank you so much to the people listed here. Your continued support means the world to me as we move forward, always inventing, always doing new things. It's just nice to have so many of you aboard. If you'd like to donate, please do so at the link next, and we'll see you next time.
Is there more to entertainment than 500-channel TV and zillion-dollar movies? Turning the sound up and your mind off? Is there still a place where fun involves thinking, imagining, doing? Some of us think so, and we find it in a game. Magic the Gathering. All you need to play is a brain, a deck, and a friend.
And we're back. All refreshed and ready. And hopefully we'll keep our winning ways up. A lot of people miss the combos with this list here. Oh, I got a little alert on my stream there. A little blink, so make sure I'm still rolling out here. I know I'm hardwired in, but last time that happened, my screen froze up, so hopefully it didn't happen this time. Alrighty. Okay, here we go. As we look at our hand, we've got some 1-drops. We'll keep. It's not the most optimal hand, but it's not worth throwing back either. Here we are. Okay. That's not for me then. I'm just still a freebie. Oh, okay. Everything looking and sounding good, guys. I just got that weird little... Last time I saw this little bubble appear on my software, my camera froze for like a couple minutes. A couple weeks ago. I'm not quite sure what the deal was. We'll lead off with the Scorpion. Oh, it feels like truck stop coffee. We didn't have enough in the pot, so I just watered it down. All right. Well, if we get another land, this will be a good game. If not, it might be ninja time. Man, there's all kinds of emoticons going on. Here we go. All right. Well, we don't like that. Let's draw another land, though. If we don't hit another land with this Rites, then it's not going to be a good night. All right. Let's Rites while we can. Yield to this. Draw some cards. There we go. Woohoo! And we'll lead off with another Scorpion. Yield through. Feeling good now. Might be able to bait and hook them with the Viscera Seer, depending if they sit back on spells. Whoa, look at this mana. That is pretty. Levitating ship. Solidify. You got to get these islands. Since your name means levitation. Check that out. That's beautiful. Do Scorpions have Rites? Not in my world. They are cannon fodder. I throw them on the grill and everything else. All right, well, at least we didn't see a ninja there. And we go in here. I'm going to act a little crippled here to try to bait out a play. See if we can get a sprite to show up. We're hurting on mana. We're hurting. We're not. All right. We've got 2 of them. Let me attack first. Oh, yeah. I've eaten a Scorpion before. I ate a rattlesnake that almost killed me. I've had some pretty exotic fare in my day. Frog legs and such. Hard counter? Mana leak. Very underplayed. All right. Well, we got another one behind it. And Unearths after that, so. All right, we got a counter-heavy deck. Kind of bodes well for us, actually. Don't really have any wrath effects here. This might be a slog. We've got to get our army out early. Don't want to be at this point with us. There's a COVID issue. Amazon Prime's. Here we go. All right. Well, this is cool. going to be a bloodbath, folks. Bloodbath. Bloodbath. Hiya. Booyah. Let's scry here. We'll sack this. Just kill that. What are we getting? Village Rites. Cool. Top that. And why not? We'll put this out. Boop. Attack. Huzzah! The pros, I tell ya. Tight spot. Tight spot. Even the auger here, running everything in the Perilous Myr will finish them off so that we don't have roadblock mentality. Ooh. And even an echoing thing here with double seer out is kind of worthless. Not doing nothing but just running into that next turn. We'll blow it up. We got Village Rites right behind it. This is feeling really good. I'm going to play this now, just in case we do draw into a Defile. There, ready? Let's attack. Boom. This deck is quick, folks. Yeah, let's see. That's the best way to roll. We'll just do that. Cool. Damage. Rights. Sack this. Shoot that. Refill our hand. Play this. How you guys liking the deck? I know you saw it about 3 weeks ago. Churning along pretty good. Been feeling it. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty competitive. Alrighty. Well, we'll just might as well not have that happen. Let's get a card out of it. Show me a land so I don't have to draw it. Alright. Whoa, that's pretty cool. But we don't have really a way to do it, so I'm going to throw this on the bottom. I'll do that. I'm having an internet bogged down issue. I need to reset. Be back in about 5, says Little Fight. Cool. So here we're going to smash into the Fae and still get creatures out of it. Unless we want to do this. If we do this, we still have enough math for a aforementioned mana leak, if that's what he's running. That's a whole lot of lost value. He still loses a life. That's why I really like the verdict. We're not running Chainer's Edict math in this. If you are, the game's going poorly. But that Serrated Scorpion and the Myr combo and even the Footlight Fiend at a much lesser degree puts them in range really quickly, and it gets a bit scary. Any removal they got, you usually got an answer for. It's good times. But again, I would have never thought of building this unless I saw my son do it. Brand new mind to the game, seeing it all different. We're probably going to see you know what after this. All right, well, let's do this again. Sacrifice this to itself. Whoop. See what we can see. That's cool. How much mana he's got up? 2? I don't know. What do you guys vote on this? He's probably going to block regardless. You think I should keep the file? Punk Toast 82 Drooby. Hello, sir. How does the day find you? Very good, and happy that we got new blood in the house. Thank you for joining me. But the question of the day here is, do we want to have Defile next turn? I'm kind of torn here. I go in for 2. This is a tough decision. I'll say top. Keep. Here we go. We've got the land there. Let's see what we're going to run into here. Probably a sprite. Yep. Valos 89. Another new blood. Thank you for joining me, everybody. All right. Well, that's kind of weird, huh? I guess we just go crashing in here. There's 1, 2 down. I think a ninja's in our midst. I think I should have waited. Yeah, upkeep would have been better, you're right. Little mini punt there. Frantic Inventory, refilling the hand with 2. Aha. Okay. Well, we lose our first game of the day. We shall see. No ninjas in our midst. I'm happy about that. Heck, this is good times. Okay. At the risk of running another seer, I'm gonna do a little bluff here. We'll tap 4, bring out a seer, implying we've got a better spell that needs to be countered. They're not falling for it. Boy, they got good taste in lands. Woo! The Millstone Island floating head. That's pretty sweet. Okay. I still like this one. I don't know. That's a tough one. This one's a little too glorious for blue. I don't know. What do I know? I appreciate art. I don't do it. Boink. All right. He pays 3 to lose 2 life, and we gain 2. One of the most underplayed cards in Pauper, Serrated Scorpion, courtesy of Sapphire, enlightening me on that one. Neat having a new mind related to me look at the game and be like, why is no one playing this? And then he comes out and plays really well with it. All right, well, they're getting all the help they can get. Our deck is fighting us with only 18 lands, and we're getting flooded here. All we need is a something. Does that make any sense? Uh-oh. We don't want them to start gaining life now. Hopefully they're flooded too, but with a firebolt in the yard, our creatures aren't going to live long, but we don't really rely on them. I'm not going to complain at this point. We haven't seen a ninja flip. That's cool. I'll take Nim's advice and do this on upkeep so that they at least use it on their turn. Get them back to the 3 country. Boop. They are quite cheap. Does he got another sprite? Oh, it's a hard counter. All right, that's cool. Yeah, maybe I want to play Crypt Ripper. Just 1 in the sideboard, but I don't know what I would lose for it. Nobody ever expects to see Black Haste. That's why that Black Infect card is so cool. This Chain Lightning. This guy really likes his 3 damage spells. Check this out. All right. Well, we've got this. What do we get it on? That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Serrated Scorpion's kind of the better pull here. Dusk Legion Zealot would get us a card. Maybe we roll that route. Tough call. Serrated Scorpion, we know he's got removal. That'll get him down to 2. I'm going to roll like that and see if it works. I'm probably walking into another counter here. Hopefully it's of the Mana Leak Persuasion because we can pay for it. Envelop. Okay, we've seen it all today, folks. We'll yield through this turn. This is an incredibly counter-heavy deck. Not a card you see very often from the Judgment expansion. Art leaves a little to be desired. What is that, a sliver just caught in stasis? Pretty cool. All right, there we are. Hopefully they're drawing dead. It would be nice for a change. Come on, deck. Really? No one expects Envelop. That's true. That'd be a good quote on a card. All right, let's see what we're expecting here. We've already seen that. That's been played. I should be doing this, being a little bit more diligent. A braid in that. All right, our life is diminishing quickly. I like these scorpions. They keep you in it. Getting picked apart, and our deck's not helping us much. Got him at crucial life total, and we've drawn like 4 lands in a row. It's just okay. I know when the universe doesn't want a deck to win, and that's right now. So, for some reason, you play the bully decks, like the ones that are real popular, even with changes up, and they always seem to get the breaks too. All right, let's hope next game goes a little bit better. A lot of removal, which is not too bad against us. We don't really care about that. Bone Picker's nice. Perilous Myr is nice. Vigil's nice. I'm going to get rid of one of those. I'll get rid of 1 Ghostform. And I like these. I like these a lot. I'll probably lose a Verdict. We'll bring in a Thinking 3 rats? I'd like to see those. Yeah. Okay, so about 10 minutes ago, you mentioned black is not very Christmassy, and the tortoise mind decided to run with it. So here's my take on December deck colors. Christmas is for Naya to shine. Yeah, that's why we did the Naya Elf on a Shelf pancake commercial, but I can't run it every week. So Celestia 4th, Hanukkah, Boros, just Kwanzaa, Food Affinity deck. Very nice. No, it didn't take too long. Thank you for chiming in. Makes the show all the better. I want to make room for one Syphon Life. I really like this mentality here when I am up against... enough stuff's dying here. I don't think I'm going to be needing the Lampad. I'm not sure, but, you know, that's such a big body. I take back everything I said. We saw a lot of 3 damage removal, so I will keep that. I think I'll lose the other Ghostform. My son's going to kill me, but that's asking blue to not have red damage or counter spells, and then if it sticks, it's nice, but in this matchup I just want heat. And if we do get flooded this time with 18 lands, what do we draw, like 5 lands in a row? We got Syphon Life back up, and if they want to counter it, go for it. It'll just keep coming back. Yeah, right. Yeah, that was the thing when I think it was a year ago, we did the Naya Elf on a Shelf pancake commercial, because, you know, it's red, white, and green, and very Christmassy colors and stuff. And I was like, what should a restaurant be if it was Naya, themed like that, and it had those 3 colors? And I was like, duh, it says it right there, Naya. So, first game 1 loss of the day. Cool to see Envelop. Hopefully this person doesn't scoop and run away. Okay, good. Won't make for that good of a showdown. Here we are. Boop. Good hand. Very good. We'll keep. 3 lands, no more, please. Don't need to ever see a land again. We'll lead off. We've got a quick turn Defile, followed by a nice Perilous Myr, Crypt Rats, Bone Picker. Bone Picker's not going to last long. I mean, we saw what? Chain, we saw Braid, we saw everything. Nuts. Just doing it while we can. Boop. Bye-bye. Oh, that was dumb. I should have done that my turn and then had a Bone Picker out of the deal. Mini punt number 2. Could argue this to this. Crypt Rats is going to pull out some removal too, so that Terry Pratchett card, quote him. I forgot what I said. I don't always make a new one for each day, so all right, we'll bring this out. Go ahead and kill it. I'll pass the turn here. Yeah, I think that's overwhelmingly the quotes I go with are Pratchett-esque. He's probably got access to 2 of the new cards, the Fiery Cannonade, so we can't really go too wide here. What I like about this play... yeah, we got that, don't we? We'll play a Scorpion. Here comes that. That's cool. We'll run right into it. And if he wants to blow it up, that's cool. Then we'll have Bone Picker math. Bone Picker math. It's a new thing, folks. No? Okay. Well, I wish countering counted as death, but it doesn't. Well, we'll do that instead. Ha ha. So now if they do a Cannonade move, they take 4 and we gain 2 life. Not that bad of a deal. We are left with a clean board though, but it's a nice little upside. Yeah, I was thinking about Terry Pratchett stuff, and it's incredibly Pratchett-esque with the as far as deck themes go. With what's the card? The deck is Midnight Guard. So a lot of the Vimes storylines, and they kind of have like a city watch and stuff. And that Midnight Guard kind of, I don't know, looks a little bit like Sam Vimes if you read the books much. All right. Well, I kind of want this stuff to die now, but I guess it won't. Maybe he'll jump in front of it with something. Who knows? I think we got to wait on that picker. Do I bring out the Crypt Rats? So we got an Unearth option there. Burn some. Let's try it. I'll probably eat some crow, but we'll see. So got a hard counter. Maybe another mana leak. The guard set is my favorite, says Torvis. Oh, we got another Pratchett reader, Torvis. All right. Yeah, I thought it was just me and Shirazman that were high on that guy, but like I said, I've read them all many times. See how they rise up. Yeah, Vimes is hard to beat. I only know people who are really into Terry Pratchett, so I know the name. I've never tried one of his books myself, says Nimchimsky. I envy you, my friend. I would love to have amnesia and start reading them all over again. So I put a lot of time between books, and then sometimes I can kind of get that benefit. But pretty much like if you got warped into the magic universe, and oh, there's the new card, Fall from Favor. Now they got Monarch. We might be off to our first loss here. We'll see. But it's pretty cool being able to... we really want a Village Rites here. That'd be sweet. All right. Well, let's do this to this, and I think we go to Crypt Rats. Pop for 1. Sure. Oop. Let's see. 1. Pow. Hit him. I'm sure our dude won't live here. Here we go. Probably going to eat another bolt here, but hey, at least we've got some pressure on him here. Ding-ding-ding. Down goes the bone picker. At least it's not pointing at our face. If we get a swamp now, we can just hard cast this. Cool. Yield. What's he showing us? Let's see. Don't be a braid or anything like that. Often wondered why the UR shell doesn't go all in with this. Like, I know the player Signal with his goblins ran Chain Lightning and Lightning Bolt, and it's just so flexible. Like, what more do y'all want, right? Let's, I guess we could go with that. Let's go with Scorpion. We can block all day long. Maybe it'll act like a magnet for that. We'll see. But yeah, anyway, it's like being warped into like the MTG universe, but there's... And death happens in the books, but they're pretty safe. God dang it. Fall from Favor. Alright, well, at least we're just taking one here. We'll yield through this. Come on, Village Rites. No. I'm just going to walk into removal here. Tough decision. I got perfect knowledge as far as one of the cards, and it doesn't make any sense to play that. I guess we just pass here, darn it. Death is the main character. Yes, he is. And if you've got Amazon Prime, they have some pretty good adaptations from Sky One over in the UK. And then if you want to dip your toe into it, the thing that got me started way back was the book Good Omens, which was co-written with Neil Gaiman. And I laughed so hard. I didn't know books could make you laugh that hard and be interesting and everything. And that's what got me into it. And then, like I said, I've read each one at least 2 or 3 times now, and some of them like 4 or 5. Unseen Academicals is one of my very favorites. All right, so we've got an option here. We're probably going to get countered. I think we just wait. I'll do a little EOT here, considering what we've seen so far. Pauper team, you need to rent a cop security guard commercial, prismatic lens, midnight guard, benevolent bodyguard. For less than a coffee a day, you could be secure from Moofark looters. Very nice. Corporate accounts. Hey, yeah. Send us... copy, paste that, and send it to pauperganda@gmail.com, Pauper Tim. That's good stuff. All right, now we got our little window. Let's do it. We'll zap this, kill this, shoot him, gain some life, draw some cards. Another bone picker. Alrighty, well, at least we can use Witch's Cottage. Haven't seen any ninjas. Interesting. Maybe they're it's not worth the trouble with Fall from Favor and Frantic Inventory Draw, just keeping it spell-based. I don't know. As an opponent, I sure like not seeing ninjas. That's never a good thing when your opponent likes something. Oh my god, Good Omens made me cry with laughter, says Torvis. Yeah, that one was almost flawlessly done. That felt like the book. I was very impressed, and I was so nervous going into it. Oh, and couple, like month or two back, I was raving about Utopia on Amazon Prime. Well, they just released the original one, which I've heard hands down is better than the one that I loved. So I've got that to look forward to and binge for the next week. That'll be good times. One thing I don't like about Amazon Prime is every once in a while stuff will just go away and there's no warning. It's like, what's going on here? All right. Well, how am I going to cast this? We know he's got that. At least this will counter that. Okay. We'll do this. Put this back, or the Scorpion. I'm not quite sure. I've got that to that. That'll stop those. 11. Don't think we're winning this one, guys. Crypt Rats feels pretty cool. Let's do that. We're getting to that mana now. Yeah, we'll put that on top. That's a pretty good draw. About 5 mana. They want to use a lightning bolt on it. That's cool. I can hard cast and wipe the board here. Okay. That's bad news. That implies he's probably got another 1 or 2 in hand. Who knows? Oh, Utopia, yeah. Well, they're just going for the hard kill here. It's a neat little take on UR Fae here. Ooh, Razorfin Hunter. What a strange... Well, we know they've got a counter spell. They just have to. I mean, why would you invest in board presence when you know I'm going to draw Crypt Rats next turn? So, yeah, I don't think we're getting away with this one, boys and girls. Let's see what we're up against. Doesn't know what the other one is. 2, 3. Maybe it's a mana leak. Maybe they're bluffing. I'm not going to sit around and wait. Let's see what they got. Oh, wow. Check that out. It worked. That's cool. It deals 1 damage to any target. Yeah, if I do this now, I guess we do this now. Done. I am so surprised that landed. Let's see what happens. Probably some echo bounce. All right. They're saved. Here we go. Cool. What are you going to show me? Life is like playing a game of cards with playing deck in the dark. You don't know the rules and the dealer is smiling. Yeah, that was a good quote. Okay. They're maybe not bluffing. They're referencing that they've got lightning bolt, which is going to make our life pretty quick. Bam. All right. Reference nothing. They've got it. Let's do this. They've got a firebolt in the yard, so we've got to hard cast this bone picker unless we see another better play. Thanks a lot, deck. You know, it's not like I'm playing with 24 lands here. We saw this happen to my son, who's this deck is based upon, and he had 20 lands. We're playing with 2 less, and we're still getting screwed. I'm going to keep up that mystery land in our hand. We don't really have to worry about discard or duress or anything like that. One of the benefits. And here comes a braid, probably. Oh. Ooh, it's going to do 2 damage. A lot of cutesy stuff here. Not going to lie. Frustrating losing to this. Feels like I'd win it the majority of the times, but that first game we just drew, what, 5 lands in a row? And I don't think going to 17 is the answer, though, but I do think I might, in my little notes here, I need another out for Flood. I don't want to be playing the lands. I know Syphon Life's an option. I don't want to go into the Raven's Crime realm. Would you consider Sultai Emissary for this deck? No. I mean, I'd consider it. That's the same reason I got rid of Lazotep Reaver. That was in the original too, and I want all the creatures to be kind of a carefree sort of thing. Bone Picker breaks the rules because it's just so great for 1 mana, and this stuff dies left and right here all the time. So, and in true form, our deck really kicks us right in the crotch. So, all right, first loss of the day. Good for T-Dog Joinville, who was our opponent there. Got us 2-0. We'll just jump right into the next one here. I mean, we've got a retrace mechanic for that, but it's pretty hard to beat that kind of thing. And I mean, if we look at the deck list here, we've got 18 lands. It's not too many I guess maybe a purist could argue you could go with Baron more, but there's no real synergy in that other than being frustrated early and drawing later. And there's better cards that can do it, or you can guarantee the draw with Witch's Cottage, which is why I went with it. Plus, it's a swamp, and so you don't get those awkward turns with like Snuff Out not activating if you have an awkward draw and stuff. So, deep breath. We'll try to get a little Tony Robbins positive vibe going here, and hopefully we can win out. We've got a very cool song from the Crash Test Dummies coming up. I look forward to every December's show because we show you the tundras and plains to a very cool, almost pirate janty, or I forget what that song's name is called. Not quite a dirge, but very cool take on Jingle Bells. Very dark, with some cool visuals of snow-covered lands and stuff. So that's coming up. I can only show that probably for 4 weeks out of the year, and this is one of the months we do it a lot. So. Yeah, my boy has 2 Bazooka Bogs main, and considered that. Okay, well, I don't know what we're up against here, but being that it's blue, I think I want to lead with the Fiend instead. So that can nab fairies. Scorpion's nice. We'll see. Up against Ethan with many T's. What is this new devilry? Hoodwink. Okay, that doesn't really hurt us too much here. Oh, is this that like can't draw a land this turn or play a land this turn deck that was like a year or 2 ago that thing came out? You're not gonna like this much. We'll bring out the Scorpion. Seer might have been the better call there, I'm not sure. We'll do it next turn. Sack one of these, play a Bone Picker, and we're good to go. Good times. Not a good thing to play against this land destruction. Usually with 1, you see the curve stops at 2. Bone Picker the exception, but 90% of the time you can play it for 1 black. So. Yeah, Undertaker's a little too fragile, but it's a nice angle there. Sammy Tech says, guys, Ghostform is better when than updated Undying Evil. There's just so many dispels and such in the format, and I've found I've kind of sided with my son on his logic behind it. If you watched the show about 2 weeks ago, he plays and decides and does all that stuff for the deck. It's pretty cool. All right, so I think we want that Seer to hit, so we'll probably play Ghostform. It'll get countered. We can drop Seer, trip it, kill the Delver. Go from there. Oh, well, now we have double Seer. That's pretty cool. This becomes very easy. Cool. We can just attack, right? I mean, might as well. Let's attack. Really, what do you do here? You take it. Booyah. So empowering having a Seer out. It's just, everything's on your terms. Card's really growing on me. I'm glad I am playing all 4 of them. We got your Hoodwink now? Nope. Okay, let's see what we get. We don't want any more lands. We're fine. Bottom. We'll probably still draw one. Down comes Bone Picker. Hard counter. Hopefully not a Force Spike. Hard counter it is. Arcane Denial. We like that. Cool. Fill up our hand. Thank you very much. What is this? Strange Graveyard Delver. I know your James B played a list similar to this. I want to make sure that doesn't go off the show feed here. Arcane Denial with the new artwork. It's all right. Yeah. I don't know why I wouldn't want to draw 2. Woo! Good times. I wouldn't say it's better, Semitech, to answer your question. Just depends on the list and your play style. They both do kind of the same thing. You could argue you can slip in Undying Evil easier, but there's also more counters in the format for it. Okay. This guy's really trying to keep us off lands. I'm happy today because we're seeing a lot of variety. Even though this is another blue deck, it's completely different. Nothing worse than running in a Tron 4 rounds in a row on a day I'm trying to entertain people about the format I know and love so well. So hopefully you guys are enjoying yourself out there. I need some more caffeine. What do we got here, folks? Let's do Kaya's Ghostform on the Scorpion, maybe? That might be kind of cool. I guess we could just Village Rites that. Let's just attack. If he wants to trade either of these, I'm fine with that. Maybe something will die. We'll see. Kind of want to keep my board open. I think I'm going to wait on this Village Rites play because we've got quite a bit of land here. So we'll see what happens. It's hard to say no to, right? I mean, you want to draw 2 cards, but God, we got 7 cards still. Okay, no blocks. That's interesting. All right, here we go. Do we have another land? I thought we had another land drop. That's right. He's preventing us from doing stuff, so not that big of a deal. We could play. Let's do this. We'll put Ghostform on this. We'll gain a bunch of life, and we'll at least be able to play our Bone Picker. So we'll scry here. Ghostform will come back. We get our dude back. We gain 2, they lose 2, and we get to see a card. Ooh, you know what? They're letting us draw a lot. They're throwing stuff back in our hand. I'm actually going to say no to this. We're going to say bottom. And that's why we did it, so we could play that. Here we go. Heal through. Try to speed up. My goodness. Poyo 2! I love this blackbird. Yeah, this is the new mono black control. I think this is how it should be being played, or iterations like this. Not being so stultified in the method of thinking that always revolves around the same cards. Heuristic Study, now we see the payoff. Okay. Okay. Now I really got to maybe use that Footlight Fiend to take out the Fogbringer to get rid of the Golem, and then the game's ours. That's the theory anyway. That's what I'm cooking with. Let's see what happens. All right. That's interesting. Curious. We'll play this. We've already got another Seer here, so I'm actually going to kill the other Seer. We'll let him draw a card. I need the mana. Nope. You go ahead and draw your card. I've got a few Heuristic Study decks. They're pretty sweet. Oh man, the one thing that we really wanted to see the other thing. Well, we got the Perilous Myr draw, but we need the mana to do it, don't we? I guess we can slow roll this. Let me bring out this Seer, and I will pay the 1 this time. Or do I? No, I'm still not going to pay it. He's going to draw a whole bunch of cards. I don't care. I'm going to refill the board here. Get him in the killing zone country. All right. Hopefully they're just drawing a bunch of lands and other such fluff. Maybe not the best play, but if we draw a swamp is actually kind of what we want here. And we will get it if we use our Serrated Scorpion, EOT. Now, Kaya's Ghostform combo with like that Omen of the Dead and an Orzhov build might be really cool with Auramancer and such. Might be a little too cutesy, but it could be pretty awesome. Can't do nothing about that. But, you know, that's the card they drew, right? Not too worried about it. Sometimes you go all in with this kind of strategy. It can work, but it's usually not worth it. Ripple! Okay. Surging Ether. Oh, this is a big boing deck, if you're going to call it anything. it returns. All right. So we'll be down to that. That'll suck. Well, good news. We kind of have the win if we want it. I think I'm going to start attacking with that damn bird. I just don't want it to trade with that Fogbringer. Alright. Well, it can't trade with the Fogbringer if I do this other thing. Here we go. Thank you for showing up. Bonk. Footlight Fiend. Go ahead and draw your card. Nope. Okay. Let's make sure that we don't sacrifice this. We'll shoot the bird. Scry. We don't want to see any land. We've got plenty of land. Don't want to see that either. Kind of after better moves. Let's do this. At least get some damage in, right? We've got another Seer. I'm going to keep it out. I value these guys just in case they've got some counter magic. We've already seen some. That's fine. They block one, they take two instead. Good times. Yeah, if they're on fadeaway, that's fine. We'll just sacrifice everything to the Seer. Seer sees all problems and nullifies them, at least for a 1-to-1. Oh boy, my computer just got really loud. Let me know if y'all are still seeing and hearing everything just fine. My son's having the worst time at Pauper Classic Tuesdays. His CPU just wigs out on Magic the Gathering, but yet he plays Arena just 24/7 and it's no problem. So I don't know what's going on with that. I've gone to the Control-Alt-Delete trick, and you go to the startup disk, make sure there's not a bunch of crap running in the background and all these other things, and his stops are set right. Like one of the about 2 weeks ago, he lost to a Tron player, and they pretty much left for 5 or 6 minutes. He was up that much, and he lost a time in that match, and it was almost like the person found a hack. So if anybody can enlighten me, feeling like a Luddite over here because I'm not quite sure what the deal is with that. All right, so we've got this. We're gonna just come on in again. I guess we'll attack with all of this. Boom, boom. If it's gonna die, I might as well scry. Didn't mean to rhyme there. Might as well, right? Let's see what we're gonna see. What's this? Any tricks we're still able to do stuff? Sounds and visuals, yep, still good. Alright, well, we don't want him to get that back, so we'll just sacrifice it. Viscera Seer changes all things. Oh man, I wish I could draw here. I'll put this on top. Stuff's gonna die because I'm gonna be running into stuff, killing it myself, I tell ya. Cool. Scry. Yeah, we'll say on top, please. Cool. And nothing happens. All right. Do I have another land drop, or did he bounce stuff? I'm losing track of the turns, folks. Okay. We don't got it, but that's okay. Still keep him at 3 life. Go ahead and draw your card, silly. Whoop. Thank you for that, Ninchimsky. It's nice to know you're being entertained. That is my goal, after all. We got a fake Christmas tree for the first time ever. Family moving back to Shirazman's neck of the woods here from the Los Angeles area. So we got a nice one for about 40 bucks. Pretty cool. And then we got a real wreath with, so the house still smells of pine and home. I grew up in a forest. Every click is around 2/3 second off the clock, no matter how fast you click. This is why I use 2 so much, just to jump clicks. What do you mean you use 2 so much? I'm not quite sure what you mean there, my friend. All right, here we go. A lot of things we can do here. We can drop Bone Picker. We can cast that, which will probably do 2 to 3 seconds. If I attack with both, we got that. We can do that. We can do that. That's 2, 4. I mean, if I drop the Myr here, that's kind of cool. I think we're just going to try to Verdict here. Keep things simple. See if he's got a counter spell. Oh, all right. F2 for Aaron. I'll have to look at what the presets are. Nope. Because I set his to be like mine, but yeah, I mean, we've got the little tilde set up to yield, yield through and stuff, but doesn't seem to make too much of a difference. So he's kind of in a tight spot here. Used to be F2. They changed the number of keys. 2 pass priority and you can still respond. Yeah, we've got that set. I've got it set to the tilde above the tab key on my keyboard. And he does too. And he presses it like mad and it still doesn't do it. All right, well, we might as well scry, right? Let's scry this one. Yes. See how he didn't want to kill the good card, the Scorpion. We don't need to see that. Bottom. Man, I love that. Viscera Seer. It's neat when your son teaches you. I taught him the game and he's teaching me about Magic and sees the power in a lot of cards that I've kind of overlooked or been like, oh no, that kind of sucks. All right, well, you'll do this turn. I've got a lot of counter magic built up. What's he got here? Bouncing lands and such. Oh, I don't mind that. How important is that Viscera Seer, boy? It's got to stick, so I have options to throw stuff in front of it. I believe that's the route here. I'm not too worried about damage getting through here. Do I play it first, though? Let's do this. Say no on that. We know he's got capsize, so this is just paramount importance right here. Say no. Don't have a counter. Don't have a counter. Don't have a counter. Yay! Ah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, we can scry here. And sacrifice this. Get him to 2. And see what we're going to draw. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we'll keep that. Say top on that. Don't play land. And we'll cast the Bone Picker. Heal through the turn. Nope. Undo yield through turn. I better watch out. They could bounce that Seer. Time to slow roll, baby. Maybe that's what they're on here. We'll see. All right. Well, that Perilous Myr's got to be countered, and so does Geth's Verdict. It's a frustrating deck to play against our opponent, but feels like we're getting the lead here. Down comes another Mole Drifter. They like to draw cards. That's a dumb sentence. Who doesn't like to draw cards, right? And what do we have here? Not a big deal. All right, we'll win this one. We're just going to cast the Myr and sack it and shoot him in the face. Cool. Yeah, there's an 8-card combo with the Disruptive Student Pit Mage. I think we talked about that a few weeks back. Anyway, no need to even attack here. I'll just play this. Let him draw his card. Technically, should probably pay for that, but who knows? Sacrifice this to this. I'll do this to this. And we'll go to game 2. I'll just write bouncy. got the upside of being a deck people are like, huh? When you play it, you don't quite see anything coming here. Whoo, what did we see? Yeah, didn't see many Fae, did we? Although I like that package there. I'll get rid of one Defile, one Lampad, one Verdict. I'm going to bring in 2 Duress. Feel like bringing in Crypt Rat. Syphon Life's completely useless here. There's not enough stuff here. I gotta stop just bringing in Crypt Rat all the time. I know that's my way. The file's gonna lose a lot of power here. So I think I'll keep it to the 2. And we'll go back with the Verdict here. Yeah, Snuff Out is free. I might want to run that instead of Defile, given that they're bouncing all of our lands. Let's try that. Thank you for that, Nimchimsky. Love to see Perilous Myr doing its thing. Lois, 89, yes. It's such a good card. It's a bandwagon card. People don't play it because people don't play it. There's no reason to not play it. Ghostform, I'd probably do without. Especially with the bounce theme and a lot of instant stuff. I don't want to be losing that much tempo. Yeah, maybe we just go all in with this Snuff Out. We're not too worried about our life total against this deck. And, yeah. I guess we bring in the other Lampad. It's another sack outlet. So all they can do is bounce our lands. But all we need is 2 lands for this deck to work good. So to entice the YouTube viewers to click on the link, I'm thinking of calling this like the new mono black control. That's what it is. Cheap. Anybody think of anything more catchy that might make you click on something? Let me know. Even though I come from a PR promo background, a lot of times those kind of things are missed on me. Even though I stream at least once a week, I still don't understand it. Makes no sense to me. I never watch people play games. I watch over my son's shoulder for about 2 minutes, and that's my son. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to go play now. If somebody pitched me like the idea of Twitch or, you know, just that whole streaming thing, I'd be like, yeah, I'll pass. Just feel like a big loser for not seeing it. Every game starts the clock when it receives priority from the opposition, says Torvis 76. Then present you with a box. 9 times out of 10 adds 1 second, stops the clock when you are complete to your end. So if some network noise can add time. Yeah, like I said, I think I've really done all the legwork to minimize everything. He's hardwired in and everything, and I don't know. He's awfully distracted when he plays, though. He's got his headphones on into his iPod, and he listens to songs that are like 40 seconds. So he's got to always click on stuff and reset it, and it's just this nervous Nelly the whole game. Ooh, our opponent's a little mana screwed here. And by little, I mean they're not. Darn it. Just slow roll this. Oh, well. Yep, I'll get this. Boy, how good is Viscera Seer in this matchup, right? They want to bounce stuff. More like, nope. Have fun with that theory. No, we're fairy proof. Sorry, Torvis, I didn't mean to be done that. But in this case, we have. But it's good to know that there's nothing like some little something we didn't look into or see or whatever. But maybe I'll have to hook up, or Little Fight will have to hook us up with his legendary tech support, and he can do that thing where you control the screen and look through and see if there's anything happening. But like I said, I've learned over the years what he's done to help me, and I've done it to his computer, and crazy. Man, don't even get me started on some of these Windows updates. Sometimes it'll just be like, add some silly tray you can't get rid of, and it's like, yeah, great. I'm so glad that was worth an update. Man. All right, well, we're not going to do anything. Sacrifice a permanent? No. We'll sacrifice all of our stuff and hurt you and look at the future instead. How's that? We'll see. That's a pretty good card. Yeah, I'll put that on. I'll put that on top. And we'll sacrifice this and do it again just to kind of rub in the top. couple illusionary tricks or whatever. Fairly popular Pauper deck for a while. Yeah, we played it about a year ago. In fact, there's a few new cards that help that out, like the Phantasmal Bear and stuff like that. I know those are the older ones, but I think there's a new Jace's Phantasm I think is worth maybe a 2-spot. Yeah, thank you, Pauper Tim. All right, here we go. I'm not quite sure if we invest here or we just stop the crap from happening. I'm going to wait on Duress. We can always play that. I'm going to drop the Seer. And I'm just going to play the Footlight Fiend. So we've got the exact same board, and maybe it'll trigger some depression on our opponent's part. Wink, wink. Hey, does this look familiar? Yeah, Illusions. And I remember back in Magic Gathering Strat days, that had a pretty good, back then, it had a pretty good matchup against your typical... what was it? Yeah, just Delver lists. That 0-1 with Evolve gets out of control pretty quick. If this made you discard a card, that might be something, but Frogbringer's pretty weak. Let's do this now. No, I can attack. It's a nil-sum game here. I either attack for 1 now or 2 later, and 1 gets eaten, so let's just do that. What do we got? That's pretty cool. Do we need it? Yeah, we'll keep it. Darn it. We have seen the hard to kill Spire Golem in this list, so we'll do this. Let's just see what they got. What they're cooking with here. Arcane Denial. Cool. Get rid of that. Drop the Scorpion. And we did see the big fatty, so we'll just we'll have the answer for that. Looks like we're gonna win this one. All right, cool. All right, boys and girls. Now, I really recommend. I should have prompted this with a Little Fight or where is Little Fight? I haven't seen him in the chat in a while. Or Shirazman. But there's one of my favorite bands of all time is the Crash Test Dummies. Unfortunately, they are known for being a one-hit wonder. But if you don't mind a very deep voice, their music is insanely varied. It's like Pratchett's writings. It's like the music version of that. So, oh, no problem, Little Fight. Thank you. So anyway, they have a Christmas album called Jingle All the Way, and I so highly recommend it. They recorded it in this old church, and they've got a really neat sound. And what I'm about to play for you is kind of the Jingle Bells version of that. And then we'll be back to play one more round here as we try to go 4-1. We lost to the one thing here. But anyway, so this is based on all the snow and tundra and land cards from, well, all over the world and stuff. So it goes to a little Jingle Bells rhythm. And hopefully I can make it back in time before I use the restroom. Anyway, good luck.
From the volcano of Baraku to the leech-ridden swamps of Agadir, cast off all your inhibition. At the only casino in all Dominaria, experience the pinnacle of personal pleasure. Venture boldly at Rakdos Casino, and may all your underworld dreams come true. Rakdos Casino, the place for premium pleasures.
And we're back. Timed that one just right. Looks like we're up against Reanimator, maybe? Yeah. Maybe we'll have to use our guys to kill the neonate in order to do the thing. Meaning verdicting the hopefully not hasted Omog's Crusher, which might be in our future. Merry Christmas, says Jose Prevista. Yes. For show. What do we got here? Cathartic Reunion. Rise Again. Oh, that's that one everybody was excited about and then it went away. Return target creature card from graveyard to the battlefield. They must already have Exhume. Curious. So I had half a deck in one deck, another in another deck. Just hadn't put that it would work together. Oh, Super Pauper 23. I'm a little late, but happy to be here for the first time. We're happy to have you, my friend. Been watching YouTube for a few weeks. Thanks for the videos, and thank you for watching, and especially for chiming in, because that's the only way I know if you're out there becoming one of our loyalists, or whatever the hell you want to call yourselves. All right, we've got the verdict plan out. Let's see here. Now this menace is 2 or more. Yeah. Stranger than fiction. I guess we're going to drop this. All right, let's attack here. Attack ourselves. We can kill that and verdict. Any other good stuff? Good news is Exhume's going to kind of help us out, acting like a Kaya's ghost form, so we might be able to lose that for our Faerie Macabre package in the sideboard. Woohoo! Man, we just saw the Rakdos commercial. Here's the Rakdos Carnarium, which we've done a commercial for. Is anything else we've done a commercial for? Nope. That's it. They mess with our stuff, we get to see cards and do stuff about it. Cathartic Reunion. Always had a problem with this word, cathartic. It just sounds negative to me, but it's one of those ones in the English language. It doesn't fit. Susurration, however, that's a good word. All right, well, we'll just zap that at the beginning of next turn, get a bone picker out of the deal, and keep moving. After we attack, I don't mind taking 2. This is the way with many Exhume builds. We're getting a little flooded here. Tends to have a problem getting there without that bingo draw, meaning you've got it all and the person isn't playing counter magic. All right, let's do, we'll sacrifice this dude. We'll shoot him so that our verdict does something. And we've got a target for the Exhume that's in our future. Okay, same difference. Something died. 2 things died, really. We will scry. Yeah, kind of like that. We've already got an Unearth, though. We've already got 2 lands, so I'm going to throw this on the bottom. We'll drop this. We haven't seen... Oh, Dragon's Breath is there, so I'm going to hold back. I didn't see Dragon's Breath. I might be a little wanton and throw out Unearth on that, but for right now, we're just going to keep it like this. Yeah, Recoil's a nice little card. Artwork's so weird, it doesn't feel like it's part of the game. All right, now we're about to see some fireworks here, folks. Let's see if he's got it. Does he got it? Nope, stinkweed. Maybe they got it now. Oh. We're not putting all that much pressure on him. That kind of sucks. I'm going to use our Faerie Macabre games 2 and 3. Hopefully just games 2. It's a little bit of a pithing needle. It's really a jerk move against that style of deck. All right, here we are. We'll do this. Oh, I like this. Yeah, let's just go all in with this little bone picker combo play here. We'll shoot here. I'm going to scry here. Sack this right now so we can get the other bone picker out. We still got Exhume in our Perilous Myr combination, and now we get to see into the future. Yeah, I hate this draw. So nice to be able to avoid that. And we still got our Verdict back up. Now we got some pressure going. That used to be one of the few ways that colors could deal with artifacts and enchantments. At least enchantments aren't so much of an issue anymore. And so my mom's been in town for about 2 weeks. Never played so much Scrabble in my life. All about the games here in this household. Big surprise. But I haven't been playing much online because of, oh, he's nixing our yard. Not much we can do about that. Because my son has been playing so much Paper Magic with me. And so I get kind of that well in your brain of like, gets, I don't know how else to say it. That's what it feels like to me. It's like a cup that just feels like it comes out of the blue. We don't really need to do much about this other than the Verdict. I mean, we could do a cutesy play here. I guess we can scry here. That might be the best play. Let me scry just in case he's got some trick to the trick. I want to make sure. Nah, I guess we'll do this. I'll scry here. That's okay. Ain't gonna win me any games. I'll say bottom. Oh no, does he have an answer? Oh, he does. Oh, well, we just lost a card for no reason, but okay. That sucks. Got a little too cutesy there. Probably nix the win there, but all right. Well, let's just do this for our answer to the answer. Yield. Those things don't die if they don't hit a target, so we don't really care about the play there. All right, here we go. Hey, I guess we'll play this. Not the best draw, but we can at least scry violently into the future and try to keep our permanents aboard so we can do something. Bone Pickers has to be dealt with too. I mean, we can block and kill it if he's got another Exhume behind this. We've got the Seer to absorb some damage here, but not feeling out of the woods yet. Damn. All right. I'm going to do this again because I can block the Crusher. I'll sacrifice here. I really doubt he's got another option for this. If he does, I'm going to feel like a fool, but... Oh, we like that. We'll say top. And click very slowly. Now I can kill the Crusher. We'll lose some lands, but that'll be all right. Okay, time to do the adulting thing. Good luck and catch you next week. Hey, Torvis, thanks for hanging out, my friend. Still the coolest name in the game. Jade Fire. Pauper Tim, thank you for joining me, everybody. About 2 hours in here. Pretty sweet. All right, we'll get rid of this and this. Do the very obvious block. And here we go. Let's slow our roll a little bit here. That's gone. We lose 2 lands. We'll probably be able to reset here. Okay, that's weird. We'll do this to that to this. Let me do this here. I'll just do it right now. Try to capitalize on this. All right, cool. Not ideal, but I'll take it. Not going to play around with Black Mage. We'll play that land just if we do have to feed the Omog's Crusher again. It's going to really hurt if he's able to squeak through here and hurt us. But at this stage, let's see. We've got 2 Exhumes down. Pulls the other one. We can just bring back our Picker and block and kill it. Yep. All right. Very cool. Uh-oh, here we go. Out comes Bone Picker. Trying to save the day. At least it's getting competitive here. We've got another land in our hands. We'll be able to zap that. Keep moving. Always think you should play Apostle's Blessing in that shell. Go to all the work to get it out there. I mean, how good would it be here, even with that? Okay, let's play nice and slow here. We'll play sack these, block with this, and we've seen 3 out of the 4 Exhumes, but he's also playing Rise again. So I've got to be a little aware of that. Now, traditional mono black control deck. might still be in it, but their lands would be hurting them a lot more. This mono black control deck is based on 2 mana curve. And so far we're 3-1. Feeling pretty good about ourselves. Keep the chat going, boys and girls. Almost time to think MBC should use Nihil Spellbomb Bog main deck with Exhume main deck. Oh boy. Must have just what a strange sequence. Okay. It has haste. Now then, both our verdicts. We've got one more in the list. It'd be cool to draw it here, right? And just like that, we get a little flooded. Well, he can hit us for 7 if we don't do anything about it. Tempted to block Scry. Maybe we can find... probably just take the damage for a little bit here. Let's not forget we got Scorpion plays. Depending on what he draws here. My Faithless Looting is such a good card. He draws lands. He draws good. Good times. Art Steal, 8. Good to hear from you. Wouldn't it be more, been lethal on the backswing hadn't you blocked? Could have been. I might have punted a little bit there. Wouldn't be new. Tend to, between hosting and rolling to our little strange custom commercials and stuff, I wear a lot of hats, so a lot of times I'll miss stuff that I normally don't. But sometimes I normally miss it too, but good to know. Thank you for chiming in. All right. Well, I guess we've got that move, don't we? We've got 1, 2, 1 card left. I'm going to just attack here. Next turn we'll be into the blocking mode, but I really want to get our Serrated Scorpion on board, and that'll kind of make this Seer be seen as lethal. That Defile would be very good right now if we didn't have to sack all of our swamps to the Crusher, but so goes the game of Magic. What do we have here? Okay. 2 cards in hand. Alright. Well, I can kill that, attack for 2, and if I top deck any of our 8 creatures like a Perilous Myr or the Serrated Scorpion, we'll have it, folks. But it might not make sense to attack regardless of either outcome. Alright. Except that you'll have to kill that regardless. Do that. Do this. Come on. There we go. Play to your outs, I tell ya. Especially when you do these mini punts I've been doing all day. But so far, so good. One of the most underrated cards in Pauper. And I would argue 3 times better than a Chittering Rat. Let's look into the future as we do this. Go to 6, pull off the win. I'll have to rewind that. I'm lying. I'm not going to rewatch this, but send me a yes or no if it happened. Let's see. I don't even like to rewatch myself. Rakdos. Now it's going to get a lot easier. We'll bring in Snuff Outs. We'll bring in Faerie Macabre. Do I got them all in there? Yes. These are good. These are good. These are good. This is pretty good. This is really good. I don't think our Lampads are going to be doing much here, so I'm going to get rid of those. I like to draw here. Defile's not going to be doing too much. I'm actually going to get rid of those, especially since we're eating up our lands. And they're playing Exhume, so Archaea's Ghostform tech via my son's original build with 4 of these. I like 2 of them, but in this build, they're kind of playing that for us. Footlight Fiend's not going to do too much here. So I think we're going to lose 1 of these for, we want to bring in our Duress package. I'll get to the chat in just a minute, guys. I know I see it rolling by there. I'm just trying to see what else I'm going to do. Probably get rid of it on Unearth. I rarely do that, but they're kind of helping us out here. So I kind of like this going into game 2. Twisted Abominations. Snuff Out is great here. Duress. Yeah, this is going to be pretty hard to lose. It can happen. I mean, that's why we all love this game so much. Watch we get stuck at 1 land and he's got a turn 2 Crusher. That could happen. But Macabre is just made to hold that deck in check. I wish there was something that backbreaking against Tron that every deck could use, but all right, so we've got one answer. We've got good stuff. This is a great hand. Could be better with Macabre, but that's more of like a, puts their face in the mud sort of thing. Here we are. And his mana is right immediately. It's a very relaxing build, though. My son's really onto something with this style because you don't care if the person uses their resources to get rid of one of yours because you're either eating their life or, in the case of Perilous Myr, doing something else, or with my added Village Rites, you're drawing cards out of it. And like here, we've got options. Okay. So we know our opponent's hurting for mana here. As we play this to this to this. Snuff Out so sneaky when you're like this, and even if you've just got Witches' Cottages, they are a swamp, so keep that in mind. That's why I prefer them over the bog here. Now, against like a Tortured Existence style engine or something extreme that's just all about the graveyard, I usually don't think bog's in time enough outside of a cropped rotation trick. It can be backbreaking, but it can also be stultifying on your own turn. Look at this. Does he got it? Does he got it? Yeah, this is when you really want to see Apostle's Blessing. Maybe he's got it. I'll just do this to do it. Bonk. All right. So that's the deck, guys. We go 4-1. I'm going to go over the list here. Don't go anywhere. Got some other stuff to show you. We only lost to a UR Fairy deck, which hurts. It feels like I didn't win a single match because I lost to the thing I hate the most. Even more than Tron, y'all know I built stuff to beat fairies, and this usually does beat it because we have instant speed this and this. We can draw this. We can stay in it with this and block, what do you call ninjas all day long with this and fend off everything here and gain life and do this and draw cards and instant speed this, and it's a really, really fun deck. And unfortunately, usually at this stage of the game, it's very clear what I want to change. But I gave this list a lot of work this week from about Wednesday on. If you saw me, and sometimes I had a few gin and tonics, wink, wink. But I took meticulous notes and tweaked it to my playstyle. Now, if you like, go back about 2 weeks and you'll see my son Sapphire's build. If you like that kind of playstyle, if you're more from a control background, you might want to lean on his. His ends 20 lands, which I love my boy, but I think that's a little heavy-handed with a deck that kind of tops out at 2. But Perilous Myr and such has just been such a godsend, and I think technically if I was to be devil's advocate, burn might be a bit of an issue here, even though we've got Serrated Scorpion recursion tech main and 2 Syphon Life here. If that's a problem, you can always lean on Tendrils of Corruption, but I wouldn't go more than 2 in the sideboard there. So yeah, Mortuary Mire is pretty nice too, but Witch's Cottage is a swamp and gets you out of a lot of other things too. So except with that, Mortuary Mire does the same thing, but consistently most of the time. Interesting point. So yeah, I have to double check that too. But, and maybe throw on a Bog instead of a Duress in the sideboard for those matchups when you need it. But I just really, really, really hate that tempo loss there. Anyway, y'all, thank you for joining me. Happy holidays, all that good stuff. The list will be in the description below. Feel free to send questions, comments, concerns, and awesome deck lists to pauperganda@gmail.com. Maybe we'll play it. Maybe we won't. Who knows? Maybe it'll turn into the next big thing. That's what we're looking at. But here I leave you with Death, as built by my son Sapphire's inspiration. I tweaked maybe like 15% of it to get to this, and I really feel this is the new direction for mono black control if we want to be boring about the monikers involved. So anyway, without further ado, everybody, we'll see you next time on Pauperganda. Please spread the word, like, subscribe, all that junk, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody.
Hey, all you Pauper fans, make sure to visit gatherling.com. They host a variety of awesome free tournaments. That's right, free. Simply find a tournament that interests you and enter. Pauper Classic Tuesdays, or PCT, happens at 8 p.m. Eastern every Tuesday. Track your records, follow stats, all while enjoying a free tourney with prizes. Arctic Ghost is your host for Pauper Classic Tuesdays. Follow these 4 steps for a free tournament experience. Also remember to thank your host. They do this just for the love of the game. Have a great time.